This is the website used by 34 states. Several states running their own exchanges also had delays. In Washington state, the website closed down. Administration officials said the federal site was overwhelmed by 2.8 million visitors, a number they never expected. White House Senior Advisor David Seamus said the problems drew an all-out response from website technicians at the Department of Health and Human Services.
We expected a slow ramp-up, and what we saw today was an overwhelming response that exceeded even what we've seen in Medicare on any given day. So it was a good start. We identified problems. Tomorrow's going to be better.
Despite the delays and inconvenience, the White House argued the high numbers were a sign of intense interest in Obamacare. California alone saw 1.7 million hits on its website in the first hour. Connecticut reported 130,000 hits, Maryland 87,000. What the administration is not reporting is how many people actually enrolled today. Some of that is because officials won't know until people sign a contract with an insurance company and make a down payment. Scott, we also know these first-day problems are what stopped many people from signing up.
Wyatt, thanks very much. More than half the states, 27 in all, declined to set up their own insurance exchanges, so those exchanges are being run by the federal government. Texas is one of those states, and here's what Anna Werner found with a family there.
The idea of being able to compare multiple plans with one simple application, if it works as advertised like that, it will help me a bunch.
We were with Dallas resident Matt Warren as he went to healthcare.gov. And his wife Jeanette have 2 kids. She's a nursing student. He's a freelance videographer. The family has to pay for their own insurance, costing nearly $5,000 a year.
Well, it's one of our absolute biggest expenses. I mean, it's second to our mortgage, our single biggest expense.
But Warren himself isn't covered because his high cholesterol and a case of low-grade skin cancer made the policy too expensive.
If something were to happen to him, it would affect our whole family. It's terrifying for us.
But instead of new choices, the website told him to wait. Attempts to log on with a producer's iPad failed too.
No options.
After 4 hours, he gave up.
I was excited to get on, and I can't, so yeah, I'm disappointed.
He plans to try again tomorrow. Scott, there are some 6 million uninsured residents in Texas. It's estimated close to half of them could be eligible for coverage under the Act.
Anna, thank you. In 17 states, the states that you see on this map, the health insurance exchanges are being run by the states themselves. New York is one of those, and Don Daly was in Brooklyn today with a woman trying to enroll.
Americans like Tori Knoll are essential if Obamacare is to work. The administration says it needs 2.7 million young and healthy people to sign up to cut the cost of treating the sick.
I'm not getting any younger, and I would like to be protected in some way. Absolutely.
Peace of mind.
Yes. Healthcare is sort of on the back burner.
The self-employed shoe designer hasn't had health insurance since college. Today, she got as far as choosing a password.
I saw that everybody's trying to do this now.
But then the server crashed.
Oh, yes, I can transfer. Hold on a second.
New York's Health Exchange Helpline assured callers it was a temporary glitch. The state's executive director of health, Dr. Frescatore.
We've received over 2 million hits on our website, starting right about its opening time at 8 o'clock this morning.
Things did not improve much by afternoon. Knoll tried about a dozen times before she gave up. She told us she'll keep trying again tomorrow. Scott, registrants have until December 15th to sign up for coverage starting the first of the year, and until March to sign up or risk tax penalties.
Thank you. Those penalties Don mentioned start at $95. It's a fine because, for the most part, under Obamacare, individuals will be required by law to have insurance either through the online exchanges or their employers. Now, to the government shutdown triggered by a dispute over Obamacare. The most conservative Republicans in the House refused to pass a bill to fund the government unless it includes a significant rollback of the health care law. So this morning, money ran out, discretionary spending stopped, closing federal landmarks and offices from sea to shining sea. 800,000 federal workers nationwide are being furloughed. Their lost paychecks will take $200 million out of the economy every day. Chip Reed is looking into this.
Treasury Department employee Peter Gamba wants Congress to know that federal workers have already sacrificed enough.
We've not seen a pay increase. We've been furloughed, and now, for whatever reason that I cannot fathom, you're asking me again to give up my pay and give up service to the American public.
Fired from his office, Gamba tried to relax at his home in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, but found that impossible.
It's a nightmare for me financially. Actually, it causes me a lot of anxiety and stress. I don't sleep well at night.
At the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard in Kittery, Maine, workers streamed out the front gate this morning after 1,500 of them were handed furlough papers, including Barry Stewart.
Very disappointed things couldn't get done.
In Washington, outside the Environmental Protection Agency, which sent home 94% of its workers, furloughed employee Michael Firestone had some tough words for Congress.
I'm incredibly frustrated. There's absolutely no excuse for this kind of behavior. These congressmen, senators knew about this months and months ago.
There's no telling how long the shutdown will last, and there's no guarantee when it does end that those furloughed workers will be paid for the time they missed. So, Scott, some of them are already out looking for temporary jobs to fill the gap, but of course in this job market, that won't be easy.
Thanks, Chip. So how much of the government is shutting down? We were surprised when our research department came up with this. Turns out 82% of spending is exempt from the shutdown. That includes Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and interest on the debt. The part subject to the shutdown is only 18%. But those agencies get slammed. For example, the Treasury Department loses 89% of its workers. The Department of Defense loses 50%. We sent Mark Strassman to America's top national health agency.
The Centers for Disease Control headquarters in Atlanta felt deserted. 2/3 of the center's 13,000 employees worldwide have been furloughed. Director Dr. Thomas Frieden. Worried?
I am worried. We usually don't lose sleep despite the many threats we face, but I'm losing sleep because I don't know that we'll be able to find and stop things that might kill people.
The shutdown means the CDC will not be able to produce a weekly national map that tracks flu outbreaks state by state. Flu season began last month.
We will be less able to determine when it's come, what kind of flu has come, or to respond to outbreaks.
More people likely get sick just because there's been no warning to let them know that whatever they have.
What we won't know is what's happening with flu. Where is it spreading? What types of flu are spreading? Should we be using one medication or another? Is it in nursing homes or elsewhere? This really interferes with our ability to protect people.
Frieden worries about other outbreaks the CDC will not be able to track, including hepatitis A, salmonella, and measles.
There's an outbreak of something like Legionella pneumonia. We may not detect it, we may not find it, we may not stop it. If there's an outbreak of foodborne illness that affects people in multiple states, we may not identify it promptly.
Despite the shutdown, Scott, hundreds of CDC employees here will be able to keep working on long-term projects, including AIDS research and the World Trade Center health study.
Mark Strassman, thanks. This afternoon, President Obama labeled this the Republican shutdown.
One party in one house of Congress, in one branch of government, shut down major parts of the government, all because they didn't like one law.
Nancy Corse is on Capitol Hill tonight. Nancy, the last government shutdown 17 years ago lasted 28 days. Is there any progress in ending this one?
Scott, if anything, the parties are more entrenched than they were yesterday. Here is the latest twist. Within the hour, the House will be voting on a Republican plan to restore funding to 3 areas of the government that got a lot of attention today: National Parks, Veterans Affairs, and the District of Columbia. Now, the White House has already threatened to veto that. Democrats say you can't pick and choose which parts of the government you want to keep open and which parts you want to close. I asked a Tea Party Republican today how long he feels comfortable keeping the government closed over Obamacare. He said that's up to leadership, Scott. And another said that he feels that Obamacare is worse for the country than a government shutdown. So he feels comfortable standing his ground for now.
How united are the Republicans in the House on this issue?
Well, we saw a few more defections reactions today, including one who called his Tea Party colleagues lemmings going over a cliff. He thinks that this is a losing strategy, but you're really only looking at about 8 House Republicans who have gone public with their disagreement with about 200 of their colleagues. So that's not enough to turn the ship around right now, Scott.
We'll check in with you tomorrow, Nancy. Thanks very much. Wall Street took the shutdown in stride. The Dow gained 62 points today, snapping a 2-day losing streak. World War II veterans found a way to get around the government shutdown. The police had a big announcement today in a terrifying road rage attack. And the Pope made news by what he said about some of